And we're back here at the GSL. Kodas, we've had two very impressive games today for Tosis.
Yeah, I'm liking them so far. NesTea really showing us how to ZBT.
I just found this out from the creative commentators. He just pointed this out. In that game, which was about 22, 23 minutes, I believe, NesTea did not lose a single drone.
That is unfathomable.
Think about that. That is actually something that just does not happen.
That's a perfect defense against one of the best drone killers, MMA.
Yeah.
And that's I mean, if you want to find a way to win that matchup, there you go. That's one of them.
Here's NesTea now. He's in his boots. He's saying, I'm a badass.
I don't think it's a surprise anymore, though. You know, it's like he doesn't even remember what name he was born with. He just knows the things that he's called, like, no! And, oh no, it's NesTea! Like, that's what he thinks his name is. It's like when you yell at your dog to stop all the time and they start thinking their name is Stop.
You think their name is No and Bad?
Yeah. And don't pee on the rug.
Don't poop on the shag carpet. That's what he thinks his name is. All right, our map is Belshire Beach. So, you know, bring an extra pair of clothes. You're going to get some sand, some clothing. You know, I love the beach, but I hate it like when I get like sand in my shoes.
Look, you just got to accept that like when you go to the beach, you're going to be covered with sand. And it's going to be
what you got to do is get sandals.
Yeah.
It's the only way to do it. Don't wear normal shoes on the beach. Giving you guys life tips here every day at the GSL. Now, you know what's funny is as epic as NaDa is, and as legendary as he is, he's actually overshadowed by NesTea. That doesn't mean that NaDa cannot beat NesTea. This is why NaDa's the most consistent pro gamer. He never really gets off the map, but it's going to be one of the toughest matches for NaDa by far here in this GSL Kodas. All right, the game has started, so let's get ready. NesTea, Zerg against NaDa, Terran. Two Titans duking it out here. It's going to be pretty sick. All right. In the bottom right, Professor T.
I am nasty.
Ah!
Tears in my eyes. I'm so scared.
I know. And his opponent, the Renaissance nerd in the upper left.
Oh, feels safe.
That guy's actually got a pretty smooth voice.
He does.
You know, I've done voice acting for a while off and on. Voice acting's so hard.
It is so
people actually
difficult.
don't appreciate that. Like when you hear like the guy's voice in the commercial, you're the voice doing this.
You know how many times you had to say that?
Yeah, you're like, well, he actually did that.
Oh my god.
Or like when you're trying to do the recording, they're like, can you be more excited? And you like try to be more excited by like 5%, but they were like looking for 4.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's very difficult.
NaDa is actually about to have a proxy barrack spotted. Not.
NesTea
Okay.
Never.
Yeah, this is why cheese doesn't work against NesTea.
He's cheese-proof, man.
He's biting them. Because they don't bite as fast as Broodlords. Okay, well, this is off to a bad start here for NaDa.
Yeah, he even has to cancel that barracks. This is just not good news, Tasteless. This isn't what NaDa wanted to hear. NesTea now getting the spawning pool and an extractor. I wonder if...
Well, could you do a Baneling bust?
You know, I was just thinking something like that. I'm like, well, I think could actually maybe go roaches or something.
Yeah, I think either would actually be good because I might be wrong because I'm not actually a Zerg expert. I've played...
Well, the timing of this is like really wonky. This is not something that you can really practice well. Like, oh, if I have them cancel this barracks at this time near my base and I make a pool, even though I was going hatch first, so my pool's a bit late, does this timing work out perfectly on this length of a map? That's a tall order to decide. I think NesTea should actually just play it straight up.
I think that's what he's going to do now that we see the expansion on the way.
By the way, of course, this is a new updated version of Belshire Beach. No longer has that hill next to the choke. Instead, it has those fake blue minerals down at the beach. That's actually...
Oh, I didn't even see those.
It's actually like lightning glass. It's not actually
Those are
minerals.
big minerals, man.
Yeah.
You need like 3 mules to pick up those ones.
Well,
I'm into this, Artosis.
You are, man.
I'm into this
You're
idea.
too excited. I can't keep up. Well, NesTea, of course, getting speed, getting his queens out. Already going up to 3 queens. Will he go up to 4? Before he's just going to need to make 1 more. And, well, it's just, this is going to be pretty standard. I mean, NaDa's going to go Reactor to Hellions. I'm sure he's about to make a command center. So that's what you do.
Yep.
But, you know, when you give NesTea such a standard opening to play against, like, this is what MMA did, but MMA did it quicker because, you know, NaDa had to cancel that barracks.
Basically, NesTea's already lapped NaDa.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to see more than 2 Hellions in this case either, because if he gets too many more, NesTea will have already transitioned into a situation where Hellions won't actually be that useful on the map.
Well, a 4th queen is on the way, Tasteless. So many queens. That is absolutely excellent from NesTea, though. This is a huge map. I'd love to see a little bit better creep spread this game. You know, he did a great job in the beginning, then just kind of focused on everything else, which, of course, you know, there are other things more important than creep spread, but can't forget creep spread, man. One day in the future, years from now, people will hit every tumor and every inject, and Zerg will be so frightening.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's actually going to go for a double expand. I guess that is somewhat reasonable just because he's like so behind. Yeah, might as well take a big risk and get ahead.
Well, that's what he did last game too.
Yeah.
Is you know, he tried to rush, it didn't work, and then he double expanded. Worked for him then.
But a question: would you have double expanded in the most predictable next expansion location, or would you have double expanded? You know, let's say to the upper right.
Well, the cool thing about that is he does have some Hellions out, and that's going to give him map control. I mean, what is NesTea going to hit that base with? There's Hellions out to stop him. So I think it's fine that he did it right there. If you do it somewhere else, you can't really protect it as easily. NaDa is going to go into a macro game here, so.
And he's actually getting a very quick armory.
And a very quick second factory.
So he might actually be...
he might go mech. He very well may go mech.
I think what he wants to do is make sure that he has at least 1 or 2 Thors out right away to defend the Mutalisks, because if he's going to mech in this position, he wants to turtle.
Well, NesTea actually has 2 gases, a good number of lings, still making lings, and a Baneling Nest, but just starting his lair now. So we could possibly see some aggression, but I don't... It looks like, actually, no, he's not going to get aggressive. Interesting play by NesTea here. I really do hope we see mech from NaDa. I'd love to see him go mech against NesTea. That could be, like, the most epic game ever. Epic mech.
Mepic.
It could be a mepic game. Mech pick.
Is that right? Mech pick.
Mechic.
No, wait, mech pick?
Mech pick.
Or mechic? I don't know.
I don't know. Napkin.
All right, well, the armory's up, and I got to commend NaDa because, you know, he is thinking on his feet here. Yeah. This is not like his plan B that he has rehearsed. This is actually like NaDa actually thinking on his feet right now. And that's usually the indication of a really good StarCraft players. What if you are put in a completely uncomfortable position, your strategy goes all wrong? Can you, you know, hammer together a strategy that's going to work?
Or at least duct tape one.
Yeah.
We do have 55 drones to 39 SCVs, so NesTea did jump up in his economy very well. Still making Zerglings. And a macro hatchery, so no Baneling speed. Looks like he's just going drop defense mode. He just doesn't want to lose any drones again. 3rd factory is going up for NaDa. Now, this doesn't necessarily 100% mean mech. You can actually go lots of Blue Flame Hellions, some Thors quickly to stop mutas, and then a lot of siege tanks. And what you do is you have so many Blue Flame Hellions out in the map harassing that it forces your opponent oftentimes into some roaches, which your siege tanks, your 2-factory siege tanks, are then going to counter heavily. If he gets another factory, it's very likely a mech build. But as of right now, this may just be a I'm getting my Marines later build. So we'll see. And he is making another factory, so it looks like it is going to be mech. Awesome.
Your mech. I'm under the impression that with mech on this map, it would be another situation to be split map against split map. Just, but, you know, I could be correct. Maybe it would be a 3-base push. NaDa will probably not move out until he's almost maxed out.
Oh, certainly. Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, he's going to surprise those Zerglings. Oh, they turn around before the Hellions can get there.
This group of Blue Flame Hellions is just doing a great job. That 3rd base of NaDa has never been in danger.
he should not be doing this. Oh, this is a bad idea. Or I guess it's a good idea. No, it's a bad idea. All right.
Make up your mind, Tasteless.
I'm sorry. It's really hard to tell if it
No, I know. It's like actually insane. All comes down to the micro. Well, it's still harassing. Great job by NaDa here. NaDa showing some supreme shape in this GSL so far. Really impressed. And look at this, those banelings lining up.
He's actually giving some heavy blows here to NesTea. NesTea has got to be frustrated. He wants to be making more drones right now. But here come the mutas.
Those will chase away the blue flames for now, but as the Hellions run away to some weird corner of the map, they will come back, I'm sure, later on when the mutas are trying to harass. NaDa is just, he's looking so good, man. What the hell?
Actually, they're pretty even right now.
Yeah,
and
no,
I thought NaDa was going to actually be like knocked back into the Cretaceous period. Like he was going to be so behind.
Well, if he was, he would just make a T-Rex.
Yeah, he
NaDa, it doesn't matter where you put NaDa, he's good.
Yeah. He'd go for Velociraptors because he's a micro player.
I wonder if... well...
Because they can open doors.
Yeah, man.
Were you the one that said like... If you're in Jurassic Park and the Velociraptors are coming, you just hold the door handle and be like, oh, what are you going to do now, man?
I know. He's like, ah! They get so frustrated.
He's looking at you through the glass.
And actually, NaDa right now, I have to point out, Tastes, I'm sorry. That's
no, go ahead.
Actually so funny, but he's doing the Karn build.
Oh, Karn build coming. Where's Thor Hellion? Where's Karn? Karn better be watching.
I know, man. This is... For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, a French player named Karn, pro gamer out here, it's been out here a long time. This is like, he goes Thor Hellion against Zerg always.
And a lot of times Zergs don't really expect it. So the Hellions basically burn down all the Zerglings and suddenly the Mutalisks are just shot down by the Thor. And if Zerg isn't prepared, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. I mean, there's ways to defeat every type of dinosaur, though, Tasteless. You know, whether it's holding the door for the Velociraptor and just totally frustrating him. You could get one of those Gallagher ponchos when you're against the spitter guy.
Oh, yeah.
Spits at you, you have a Gallagher poncho. There's like already watermelon seeds on it. That's when he knows that he's defeated that dinosaur.
He knows you're not funny, too, because it's a Gallagher poncho.
He knows you have no sense of humor, so really he won in the end.
All right, well, actually, I think this might work, this push. I mean, the unit composition from NaDa is Zergling Baneling. I don't think he's actually seen. Does he know about the Thors?
He's seen several Thors, but he doesn't know the exact number.
I think he's assuming there's going to be more siege tanks that are going to pop out, but it's actually just Hellion Thor.
And, you know, there's several weird things at work here. First off, there is no hive on the way. There is an infestation pit. Now, of course, Neural Parasite would be nice against this build. He is upgrading the glands, but it's a bit late.
All right, he's going to take out these rocks, probably expand while he's doing this attack, because NaDa's now maxed. Oh!
And, you know, there's...
Oh, he's sending the SCV.
There's actually so much going on right now, Taste. It's wild. I mean, if he can kill off the Hellions, the Thors can be eaten up by everything else.
Look, to hell with this, I'm getting out of here. Now, I actually may be wrong, but I do believe that this composition was probably going to beat NesTea's.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
he's going up to 60 Banes. He's got 100 drones right now.
And he's got to be careful because if each of these Thors fires once at the mutas actually disappear. And you can see NesTea scrambling. He's making a bunch of spine crawlers here. Here we... Oh, no, we don't...
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is actually such a weird scenario, Tasteless. There's even SCVs in there on auto repair. That is so many
Oh, my
Banelings.
God.
He's even making more than this, Tasteless. A ton of Banelings still on the way.
This might be our Baneling record here at GSL. Here we go!
And that is so many Banelings just rolling in here, trying to kill Thors with Banelings. NesTea, you are a psychopath, NesTea. I can't believe what I just saw. NesTea has just erased a quadrillion Thors with 5 quadrillion Banelings.
I can't
believe God.
I've never seen so many Thors get destroyed so quickly.
He just went mass Baneling against Mech. Okay, wait a minute. Hold the phone. What's going on?
This is actually insane. I was actually expecting that for maybe some of the army to be chosen off and maybe NesTea would come back.
Cut it out, NesTea.
That's enough. Stop being so good. You're ruining esports.
NesTea is ruining esports. And then MVP were like, hey, I have an idea. And MVP's like, what? He's like, let's win all the championships and make everyone quit StarCraft 2. They're holding Blizzard ransom. Blizzard has to pay them to stop winning so people will play.
I know, seriously.
Wow.
Well, we have the Spire on the way.
Now, Greater Spire, he's going to make Broodlords, which are actually really good against Thors. It's going to be a hard situation for NaDa.
Oh, counterattack. It's like, I'll just blow off your stuff with Banelings. Oh, that didn't work at all.
Well, the thing is, you need so many Banelings to actually kill Thors, and NaDa was in such a clumped position. That's why those Banelings actually worked. Now, this counterattack is just beautifully done. It's going to take NaDa a long time to get in there and actually remove it. And NaDa is having just a hard time with the 4th base, man. Just that creep spread itself has made such a difference this game.
Well, as you can see, guys, NaDa's going to hold up this attack, but here's the problem: is NesTea is actually taking too much of the map. Oh, he borrowed it too. I don't even think NaDa realized.
Smart. Yeah, he probably is not looking at that right now. He's too busy doing other things. NesTea taking the entire map right now. Just building hatcheries absolutely everywhere.
I love how we actually get to see Burrow used so effectively in StarCraft 2.
Oh, it's awesome.
It wasn't quite used enough in StarCraft 1.
It was pretty rare, aside from lurkers.
Yeah. I always prefer to use my lurkers above ground Artoses.
They're pretty good at running around looking like Cousinet.
They look like big spiders.
Wait, Cousinet, that's the one with the hairs, and I want to do the hand. Whatever the hand's name was.
I don't know.
Was that Cousinet?
I actually don't know what you're talking about.
No, Cousinet was the hair.
Uh-oh.
Adam's Family taste. It's Adam's Family.
And, well, let's see if this works the second time.
We have a ton of Broodlords out, man. No way.
Oh, no way.
Actually, they're doing a ton of damage to these Broods.
Oh, you know what? The Broods are too clumped up.
Attacks.
The Broodlords are actually too clumped up. Oh, my God.
But these Broodlings, they have very good upgrades, 2-3 right now, and just eliminating these Thors. Just too much damage output.
Queens are transfusing here. This is actually a much closer Thor Broodlord battle than I expected.
And, well, yeah, normally Thors get just owned by Broodlords so much harder than this, but with that +3 attack,
the clumping of the Broodlords, yeah. Those sheer multitude of Thors, excuse me, as well.
And
that, I think,
NaDa may GG here.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any real production going on.
I was thinking the exact same thing. He might have lost too much. Thors.
Well, he definitely lost too much, but he might GG.
You know, here's the truth: is that oh, nice scan there. It's the same problem as if you lose siege tanks. You spend the entire game trying to amass a certain amount of siege tanks, and with this build, you spend the same similar thing. You spend the whole game trying to amass a number of Broodlords. Till they're so big, it doesn't matter what you throw at them, all your stuff dies. So when he destroys that, it's like, well, now you're back to square one. Then he destroyed it a second time, and by now NesTea has one half of the map, and yeah, he's just too scary.
200 supply to 76. It's clearly quite over. But I have to say, NaDa's play this game was inspiring. Against any other Zerg, NaDa very well may have won this.
Yeah, GG. NesTea's a badass.
Did you see him throw that? He just throws it. He does not care at all.
I am so sick of owning everybody.
Finally, I'm done playing GSL today. He just throws stuff, man.
I'm sick of destroying 9 Thors with all my Banelings.
Dude,
I have never seen anything like that before.
The Thors were clumped and just... God. NesTea, I swear.
He, took all those Thors and, pushed him down a staircase.
Yeah.
And they're there in their big clunky robot outfits. I think NaDa right now is kind of like, wow, well, there was really nothing I could actually do to win that.
I can't believe that he actually countered Mass Thor with Banelings. I'm actually just sitting around.
You know what's so funny about it is it's my conventional RTS knowledge tells me that's not supposed to work.
Well, it's so grossly cost inefficient, but in that tight of a clump when NesTea had that much economy, and realizing that, in fact, these are Thors. If they have 1 or 2 Thors with a bio army, with tanks, normal situation, killing the Thors with Banelings is terrible, terrible, terrible. But as Tesos was saying earlier, it takes so long to build Thors. They're so expensive. It takes so long to amass that army. Just killing that army, no matter what you use to kill it with, doesn't matter almost how cost inefficient you are, because it's going to take Terran forever to come out again. You take the whole map.
Yeah.
Game's over.
I mean, think of that moment like the climax of a movie. You know, I mean, after that, look, the game went on after that, but really it's basically over at a moment like that.
Yeah.
And that's one fundamental quality about Terran, oftentimes. Is, you know, if you're doing builds with lots of Thors, lots of siege tanks, that one moment where you lose all of it, you are either going to have to transition into something else or really, I don't know, pull a rabbit out of your hat. I don't know what else to say.
Well, NesTea is godly.
Has he left the building?
Man, he just walked out after signing some autographs.
A nerd tries to high-five him, he just goes like that, and the kid's hand vaporizes. And he's like, thank you, NesTea.
He signs all his autographs with blood.
Yeah.
It's not his, though. It's from the nerd. He just punched a hole through.
I know.
All right.
It's crazy.
So one of these players will be going to up and down. Will it be Keen or will it be MMA? You got to give a big edge here to MMA.
Yeah.
Calderon Altar is the map. That is a map that we can definitely see upsets on, though, Tasis. It's a very wide open, huge main. Blue Flame Hellions are the order of the day here quite often.
You know, it's a situation where, again, I want to say MMA is the favorite, but Keen did look very impressive in the game we saw. He definitely looked like a good Terran player. Not quite up to the par of NaDa. NaDa, though he was sloppy, still was playing very well, very intelligently. Strategically, I would say sloppy as far as execution goes, but still, as far as the idea behind what he was trying to do, it was really good.
Yeah. Well, you know, MMA, I really see him beating Keen here and moving on to face NaDa for that second spot in the top 16. By the way, NesTea, our first non-Terran in the top 16.
Oh, yeah.
So now we're up to 4 Terrans and NesTea.
Very exciting. Oh, and excuse me, the game is actually now loading, so we're going to get this going now. Keen against MMA, so much pressure right now. One of these guys is going to drop to the up and down, and neither of them want that. Let's see what's going to be here in the GSL Code S.